Natalie Dyer and Joe Keery are the actors from Stranger Things. They're the second and third actors to have their likenesses appear in this game. The other licensed characters do not bear the likenesses of their actors. Nancy launched with the Stranger Things Chapter 1. She came with Steve with the Demogorgon as killer and with the Hawkins lab map. Her character model was reworked a little bit more recently when they introduced a second Stranger Things chapter. She still goes a little cross-eyed here in the lobby, which is kind of strange. But anyway, her models are pretty good. She has a lot of cosmetics for a licensed character. And here are her perks. She has some great perks for newer players especially. Better Together is probably the least impressive of the three. When you start work on a generator to repair it, other survivors will also see that generator. Whenever the killer downs a survivor, you'll see the auras of all the survivors on the map. And that just helps you kind of get your bearings and helps other people find you. Fixated makes you hasted when you walk, which is great. If you pair this with Meg's perk, Sprint Burst, you will be hasted walking and running. You also see your own scratch marks with this perk, and we'll talk about why that is a good thing for new players in a bit. Then finally there's Inner Strength. I absolutely love this perk. This perk will let you heal pretty much instantly when you get into a locker. But first you have to cleanse a totem. So basically you cleanse a totem, then when you're injured, you find a locker and you heal. Then you find another totem. Then when you're injured, you find another locker and you heal, and you can repeat this for as many totems as you can cleanse, which I guess is a maximum of 4 per map, I think. Anyway, that is ridiculously helpful. The trick is finding... dude, I don't need another Nancy. Okay, fine. Anyway, the trick is finding the totems, right? So that's why I had quickly unlocked Detective Tap, because he has Detective's Hunch, which shows you where all the totems, as well as chests, are located whenever you complete a generator. So you will constantly be getting updates on where the totems are. There's also a perk called Small Game, which gives you a noise indicator when you are facing the general direction of a totem, and I think that noise gets, and that distance to the totem gets more and more specific. But I prefer Detective's Hunch. Anyway, I used to use Fixated and Inner Strength a lot, especially when I was first playing the game. It's wonderful to know that you have at least one instant heal up your sleeve without need for a medkit.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Nancy originally didn't have voice lines. They added those eventually, but they are not from the actor. I hear a gen. I see the highlight of a gen, and I think that is a killer perk. There's usually a totem around here. When you play as Nancy and you have this perk, it is definitely recommended to try to find a totem as soon as you can. But I'm clearly missing it. Hey, beautiful. Damn. Yeah, I don't see it. Anyway, as you can see, we are walking much faster than normal, which is great. And oh, we got the clown. As you can see, we are leaving scratch marks when we run. Why is it important to see those? Well, you become a better survivor when you understand what the killer sees. The scratch marks are sort of a abstract concept until you can actually see them in action. And unless you're going to play as the killer, which some people just aren't comfortable doing, then it can be very helpful. Girl, hold still. See, the futility of running kind of becomes clear when you realize that all three of us are leaving scratch marks. Totem, please. Totem, 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 totem. Thank you. Now, it's a little rude to complete a totem next to somebody because it does make a sound the killer can hear. And we do have somebody working on a generator right there. And we have a killer in our terror radius, so the etiquette on me doing that is not the greatest. Anyway, where is this guy? Your scratch marks can be a tool because you are leaving a very clear trail for the killer, and if you get to understand them, then you can always be imagining what trail you're leaving behind even when you can't see it, and also what trail others are creating even though you can't see theirs. Like, she's walking right now, but now she just ran, so I know that right here she left a little scratch mark. Sometimes when you want to be running with somebody, you want to kind of camouflage yourself. It's like hiding your numbers by all running together so that you're running in the other player's scratch marks so that the killer is only seeing one trail instead of two. That can be helpful. It can be helpful to make scratch marks up to something so the killer thinks I vaulted that window when actually I'm hiding up here. Or the killer thinks I went into that locker when I'm actually hiding back here. You'd be surprised how often using your scratch marks can totally screw the killer up. You just make him run right past you and out a window. See? I'll try to actually do it if I can. It does work more often than not. See, now in my mind's eye, I picture the exact scratch marks that she's leaving. I can't see the other Nancy because I can't see past the stupid drink machine. That serves no purpose. Oh shit. Sorry. So, let's make a trail to the window. Alright. Let's make him think I went up those stairs. It worked. The reason it worked is not just because I left those scratch marks, but because I saw the other Nancy run up. And I knew she made scratch marks. Here he comes. So we did one fake out with our scratch marks, that's something. Okay, better together just showed us when that person went down, it just showed me where all my teammates are. We're gonna finish this gen. We're an idiot. We're gonna look for a locker to hide in. Alright, we're gonna take a hasted walk down here. Shit, the clown is right behind that guy. Bill is trying to make that hook save, but he's actually putting, like, kind of putting everybody in danger right there. Shit, clown's right there. Scratch marks to the window, but we'll actually get in the locker. There is blood here, though. See at the bottom of the screen? We just healed. Free heal. Now, in order to do that again, we're going to need another totem. But I sadly do not know where they are without a perk to help me. So you waste a lot of time looking for totems. Sometimes they appear in the corner of a cabin, but never in the basement. Sometimes they appear at the base or the top of a hill. This Nancy does not have the inner strength perk, or she just doesn't have a totem. Oh my god, you guys. Hey, I did it too, so I can't give them any shade, because... Alright. Scratch marks. So where scratch marks end also, you know, if my scratch marks just ended here, then clearly the killer knows I'm probably in one of these lockers, you know? And the more you get used to that idea, it sounds ridiculously simple, but I don't know, I'm a visual learner, so having this was kind of a helpful way for me to really cement the ideas in my head. Alright, this gen's got to get done so we can all get out of here. We're not going to unhook Bill until we kind of know for sure the clown is not right here. Because he's got time. It's just your first hook state, buddy. Relax. He's leaving scratch marks. We are going to bank a totem so that if the killer hits us, and we're able to get away. Look at this guy, he's just running in circles. Where'd he go? Anyway, if the killer hits us and we get away, we could heal in a locker. Nobody seems to be opening a gate. Not sure why that is. Oh, I'm sorry. Bill's opening the gate. He just started. Good job, buddy. Boy, you guys are scared. Alright. Nancy Wheelers, plural. I think we exampled all 3 of our perks, so probably just gonna move on. We're playing with Steve Harrington, the other half of the Steve and Nancy team from Stranger Things Chapter 1, the likeness of Joe Keery. He's probably the best likeness in the game. He has some customizations based on his appearances in the show, the first couple seasons of the show. And he has an alter ego. You can also unlock Jonathan Byers. Let's take a look at Steve's perks. Steve is an altruistic character. He has perks that lean in that direction. You are encouraged to unhook people, to heal people. Whenever you unhook a survivor, they'll be hasted. They'll leave no pools of blood or scratch marks for 30 seconds. Half a minute is not bad at all, so that's pretty good, and a lot of people use it. Camaraderie is for you when you're on the hook. If another survivor gets within 16 meters of you, the hook timer will be paused. I think this only applies to the second hook state when you're making skill checks, but I'm not sure. Second wind. Okay, so slowly you'll get the ability to do this as you heal people. Once you have done a full heal, when you are unhooked, after 20 seconds, you'll be instantly healed. No one will be able to heal you in those 20 seconds, though. You'll be technically broken. Alright, so we'll hop in. So camaraderie can really help in a pinch, but it's contextual, and there'll be many games where maybe it doesn't come in handy for you. So it's one of those perks that, you know, is not always guaranteed to be used, but when it is, it's handy. So I don't know, I would love to hear how people use that in a build and if it's come in handy for them. So we're going to just do our best to heal and unhook people and to try to, you know, see if we can get value out of Second Wind. So Second Wind, similar to Nancy's perk, allows you to basically insta-heal, except that in Steve's case, you are sacrificing a hook state. So you can only do that like twice per game, whereas Nancy can do it as many times as she can find totems, which I think is up to 4. Alright, let's hop in. I don't see many offerings. Already played a game with Steve where I was able to utilize all the perks, but he ended up getting moried by the spirit. Hoping for a slightly better game here. Okay, this guy is starting with the broken status, so he probably has no mither or mither. Where did that take place? Out there? Okay. Alright, goodbye. There's our killer. They're leaving the area, so we'll go for the unhook. We will then grant haste to this person. And we can We see the killer as well. They're not coming this way. This person doesn't know that though, so they're trying to hide. Why don't you let me heal you there, champ? Now we have another unhook. So you'll see on the bottom right, second wind is slowly filling up as we do this heal. And boom. We are now ready to be hooked. Oh, we got Freddy. Need the alarm clock to wake up. Alright, we're no longer dreaming. I guess we'll go for this unhook, because unhooking is what we do. Normally, not super worth crossing the entire map for someone on their first hook state, but he is coming in to work on that gem? Okay. Oh shit. Whoa, Freddy's moving fast. Let's go to that gem she was working on. Let's see if we can get ourselves down to 3 gems. Will Freddy come right back here, or will he try to go intercept the folks who just finished that generator? Well, she is already on her second hook state, which is unfortunate. We should definitely go help her. Oh, but somebody did. Okay. That's good. We want to finish this. So when we're asleep, what does that mean? It means Freddy can hurt us if he hits us. It also means he can see us, I think, but I don't know what range that is. Let's go wake up so we don't find out. Okay, we got Jen right here. Where was it? Oh. Here. Oh, we gotta wake you up too. Let's heal you first. Actually. Shit! Now we can't heal this guy because he's broken. We should be able to heal this person. Freddy is right there. He's going the other way. Say thank you. Alright, looks like he's going for the hook save. We've got our Jen over here. Fuck. I just kind of stood there and took it. I was just gonna ask if he was right behind me. Alright, well now we got a chance to see our hook state. Timu Freddy Krueger! Stupid reboot Kruger. Nice to have Freddy in the game, but I really hope they can license the real Freddy. So it's my first hook state, no reason for anybody to rush. We do need gens done badly. It looks like 2 are being worked on. Ah, shoot. They interrupted. Somebody's gonna probably try to desperately unhook me. So I don't think that hook timer necessarily, let's wake her up. Don't move while I'm waking you up, please. Stop. Girl. You are a problem. Alright, let's get another second wind going. So, we didn't even talk about it because my mind was elsewhere, but as you can see, we are now healed. So 20 seconds after we were unhooked, we insta-healed. And because we just healed this young lady, we will have that opportunity one more time. Oh my god, I just can't with you right now. No, no, you go over there, please. Or actually, I'll go over here. He's coming. He's being chased by No Mither right here. Yep, down goes No Mither. He's gonna get hooked right there. So, can we hide before we fall asleep? Oh man. Freddy claims 2. Shit. Alright, we're about to fall asleep. Well, we haven't seen the effect of camaraderie. There, waking right the hell up. I mean, we are sitting there with a gen. We should probably be working on it. You're asleep. If you want to just stick close and not run around like a chicken with your head cut off, maybe we could help you out. But alright. Don't leave. Okay, he's going the other way. We're hoping for the hatch. Let's see if we get the hatch. He's coming to close the hatch. Shit. He saw me. Or no, he didn't see me. He almost saw me. The hatch was not there. My favorite alarm clock. Alright, we just have to run around at random and try to find it. I guess we'll head for center map. We'll take diagonals. Oh shit, did he just see me? It's right there. Bye! Oh, I hate when that happens. Did you see that bug? I escaped, but he still got the satisfaction of hitting me, which is weird. So, like I say, you know, I'm actually going to go with this as the video I post, because it kind of goes to show camaraderie may not be a factor for you, you know? The others the others came in handy. I have another game where camaraderie did work, but it didn't really ultimately matter very much, so we'll go with this. By the way, this is probably the coolest banner badge combination I've ever seen on a nightmare. Awesome. The Random Heroes. Well played.